Hey girl, hey! Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another drugstore release for you. Today we have the Wet n Wild Rebel Rose collection. I'm a little bit late on this collection, but I do have to say it looks very, very intriguing, particularly the eyeshadow palettes. I love the skincare that they've got for us. It's gonna be bomb. Everything is affordable. It's definitely for the budget diva that we've got in the house, you know, save some coins and look great. I did kind of go very like grungy because, you know, it's a Rebel Rose kind of look, okay? We're like a little tough but a little girly at the same time, you feel me? Now, we're gonna get into how I created this look. I will say I'm starting with my base first because I know a lot of you guys really like to see how I create my base, so I didn't wanna skip out on that for this video. Now, two products that I don't talk about are the toner. They have a rose toner. This is $7.99, and they also have a rose oil. Now, this is more of like an oil mixture, so it's not straight up pure rose oil, but like that's fine, you know. You're gonna get the same effect. I cannot wait to try these in my skincare routine and see if they fit with my current products, but I just wanted to let you know that they're there. They're both $7.99 because I think I forgot to tell you guys this price. Now, I'm not gonna hold you here for too long, okay? Without further ado, let's go ahead and hit it with this tutorial. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna start off with the primer serum. I don't really know about this. I feel like if it's a serum, shouldn't it go before my moisturizer, or can I just slap this on top of my moisturizer? I guess we're gonna find out if it works well on top of moisturizer. Now, I'm just gonna say this. I, of course, will be using a mattifying primer in my T-zone because if you're new here, I do have oily combination skin, so I've got to treat each section accordingly. So this is just gonna go all over my face except in the T-zone areas. I do have to say this feels really nice and really light, which makes me wonder, oh my god, is this gonna cover and fill in my fine lines? I hope so. Then for my T-zone, I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl. This is the Full Spectrum Matte Ambition Primer. I've been loving this a lot recently. I just feel like it gets the job done. I can't wait until summer to really put it to the test because that's when it really gets humid here in the Northeast. I also want to let you know real quick that I did try on the Jelly Balm. So if you guys can see, my lips have kind of like a natural tint to them. I do have to say this goes on and it feels really light, kind of like a light nourishing oil. Oh, and I did use the lip scrub prior to that, and I have to say the lip scrub is probably my favorite. Like, it really gets the job done. Luckily, they gave me a little press sheet right here. So the Jelly Balm is $3.99, and then the lip scrub is $3.99 as well. So I have to say those are like a nice little bargain. I feel like you could always use a lip scrub. Somebody like me, I got big old lips. I always need to exfoliate them. So I'm going in with the face products to lay down the base before we get into the eyes. I'm going to use the ColourPop Stick Foundation. This is a foundation that I have like a lot of things that I love about it and some things that I don't like about it. It looks beautiful on the skin. Like, it just looks poppin'. However, it does transfer. So if you're gonna be wearing all your winter clothes, you know, just be advised, it's gonna transfer on your clothes, it's gonna transfer onto somebody else. So that is one of the negatives about this. The shade that I'm using is Dark 175W. I also have to say, for the price, you can't beat it. It's a great steal. You just gotta put up with the transfer. Of course, I'm gonna go over all of this with my sponge. It's a pretty nice blend already, but there's some places that I kind of want to go in a little bit more, you know? And if you're wondering what brush this is the Morphe sponge brush. I believe it's like $6. And for concealer, I have many favorites, but today I'm going in with the Too Faced Born This Way. I'm gonna put it under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my upper lip area, and also my chin. I wanna take my Fix Plus really quickly and spray it onto my sponge. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. And I do have to say, you guys, I have been loving the drugstore product. I feel like drugstore, ever since 2019 started, they came out swinging, okay? They were like, look, we're stepping our game up. I really like the themes of some of the collections that are coming out. I feel like they are just different, but also I feel like they have something for everyone. Dramatic makeup, natural beat, you know, like you can find something that you like here. Okay, so for cream contour, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild. This is the stick foundation in the color Walnut. So I don't know if some of you guys have seen the new Game of Thrones, the trailer, but I am beyond excited. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. In fact, before the series ever started, I was reading the books, so I've been a fan for such a long time. I do have to say though, even though I'm really excited for the season, I am kind of ready for it to end. I mean, I have been watching it for what, like 8 seasons and reading the books, and the books still aren't even done yet. So, you know, I'm just kind of like, look, we gotta wrap this up. It's been going on a little bit too long. Just give us that great ending, you know? I'm ready to set. I'm going in with the Hourglass Translucent powder. Honestly, I know how much this foundation moves around, so I got a powder all over the face, you know what I mean? So for my actual contour powder, I'm using the ABH Contour Kit in Tan to Deep, and I'm going into the deepest side right over here. I really like that this contour powder is a warm, you know, contour, just because I feel like it gives me more of a bronzed look, you know what I mean? Now, before we move on to the actual Wet n Wild eyeshadow products, I'm gonna also use my Fenty powder. This is in Nutmeg, and I'm going to set the outer parts of my face. And I'm gonna take this nice fluffy brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to gently buff on the outer parts. So now we've got the base all out of the way, and now we get to the fun part. So I've got 3 different eyeshadow quads to show you. The first one here is Secret Rendezvous. As you can see right there, really pretty. The second one is Bed of Roses. And here we've got House of Thorns. Man, I was like literally on the struggle bus for like 5 minutes trying to open this stuff, because the packaging really requires like some scissors and some time to open. So anyway, I finally got these open so you guys can see what they look like without the plastic in the way. I'm going to use a combination of 2 or 3 quads to create an eyeshadow look. And I'm thinking, you know, I'm looking at these lip colors and some of them are a little bit dark, so I'm gonna go with a bolder lip. So if you're wondering, these little quads, they retail for $4.99, and then they also come with these cute brushes. So we've got the eyeshadow brush in here, and we've got the blush brush. This totally reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, you know, when they have like the rose and then each petal that falls off is like, you know, the countdown to when the beast is like, he's like permanently a beast. But anyway, this is like the more gothic version, you know, it's really cute. Oh, and each of these is $7.99. I'm gonna prime really quickly. I'm gonna use the balm, put a lid on it, and of course I'm gonna be setting that with my translucent powder, which I always do. Okay, this little brush is so cute. I'm really trying to see how good it can blend. Now, I've been looking at all these colors, and they all look so good. I think I'm gonna go with a more matte eye look on top. So this one here is Secret Garden Rendezvous, and I'm gonna go with this color right here as a transition. They don't have names, so I'll just, you know, be pointing to them. Now, I do have to say this brush is depositing a lot of powder. I kind of wish they brought the petals down farther because I feel like they kind of just get in the way, but That's just my personal opinion. I mean, it seems to be doing a good job. Okay, so I have to be honest, I'm gonna ditch the brush just because I can feel those petals like on my lid as I'm trying to blend, and I have like no patience for that. So I gotta switch brushes. This is so much better. That actually blended out really nicely, and it's a really beautiful rose color. Now, of course, you guys should know me by now. I like to go in with two transition colors. So I'm gonna take this red one right here. This is called House of Thorns, this little palette. And I'm going right in, just slightly below the previous color, and just adding some more definition in there. And then I'm gonna take this deep color right here, like that deep purple, and I'm going to use that same brush. I'm gonna swirl it in there, and I'm gonna concentrate this on the outer corner and bring it slightly up into the middle of my eye. Now, one thing I do have to say is that even though these matte shadows take a little bit to build up, they're actually pigmented. I can say that. And there was very minimal fallout, just a little bit, but it wasn't enough to really like mess up my makeup or anything. It was just, you know, a little bit here and there. So for my main lid color, I'm gonna go into this Secret Garden Rendezvous. And you see this really nice matte color here that's gonna go all over my lid, and it has some beautiful like golden flecks of shimmer in it. Even though it is a matte, I've never really seen a shade like this. Now you see this shade right here. This is the Bed of Roses palette. I feel like this shade is like calling to me as an inner corner highlight. I'm gonna go ahead, add some lashes, some liner really quick, and I'll be right back. So I totally anticipated that this was gonna be a light eye makeup day, but clearly not. I brought the drama. We are gonna go ahead and move on to blush. This is really interesting. This is the Wet n Wild Cream Blush. Look at it, it's like black. Like, let me open this to show you. It's black with some flecks in it, so I'm a little worried. They do have the cute little brush here. I feel like I'm gonna like this more. The other one just got in the way when I was blending. I'm gonna dip this in there. I can't like see much on the brush. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so thank God it's not black at all. This is just like a really nice, subtle, you know, little pop of color on the cheeks. Personally, I like that. It's not too dramatic. Oh, this like, it kind of looks like a little sheen. Ah, it's beautiful. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely got some like oils in it to make it just kind of look really like reflective. This might be my favorite one. So I'm ready to throw in some highlights. I haven't shown you guys this on camera in a while. This is my Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush. This is the Daria palette, and my favorite part of this is the glow base right here. It is such a beautiful accent to any highlighter that you put on. You just get some on your fingers and you apply this here. And you want to blend that out real nice. Now I'm going to go ahead, put some Fix Plus all over my face. Now I am going to go for a different kind of highlight today. I'm going in with that Duo Glow. You see that right there? And just go in really light at first and build it up. And then I'm gonna spray some more setting spray. It's really coming together. I feel like I look really edgy, which totally fits this theme of this collection. At least it's edgy for me, that is. Now let's get to the lip products here. They've got 4. So you've got this nice pink color, you've got a light lavender, the pink color is Petal Poison, the lavender is Bad Romance, you got a dark purple, this one is called Deviant Damsel, and then you've got this kind of deeper red color, and this is called Kiss of Death. I feel like the most fitting lipstick for this look would be Kiss of Death. I'm more of a traditional lip color wearer. I'm not really into the purple, but I think for the right person, it might be really poppin'. I feel like a lip liner is essential for me, like no matter what look I do. So I'm gonna take my MAC, a Night Moth pencil. It's kind of like a deep burgundy, deep red color. Okay, so now we're ready for the liquid lipstick. This is part of the Liquid Catsuit line, and this is a matte lipstick. Wow, like look at that coverage. Looks so good. This is like hella rocker chic. I kind of am feeling it. Not something that I usually go for every day. I have to say, this collection as a whole, I love the price point. Most things are like $3.99, $4.99, $7.99. I feel like it's so affordable. It's something different. We really have not seen this type of collection in the affordable category. Like if you are a fan of Kat Von D style stuff, this is definitely her kind of packaging, her kind of like idea for stuff. And I love the name, Rebel Rose. Tough, but also a little bit girly, you know what I mean? So I think they did a great job. As far as how the products perform, I really like the eyeshadows. There's a tiny bit of fallout, but honestly, for something that's like that cheap, I mean, one of these is like $4.99. That's great. The colors look beautiful. I mean, look at this look that I created. It's gorgeous. I know personally, I've tried a lot of more expensive eyeshadows where, you know, they just can never build up to that opaque color that you're trying to get. So I think that they did a fantastic job. And I do have to say, the primer serum seems to be holding up quite well. I was kind of worried that I'd start to see separation in my smile lines already, but it seems to be just key. So I'm happy with that, and I'll be testing this out with other foundations in my future videos, so you guys can keep on the lookout. Make sure you've got your notification bell on so that you don't miss those videos. Now, if you haven't watched my other Wet n Wild full collection video for all the new 2019 makeup that's coming out, you definitely want to check that out, or you can watch my affordable makeup brands video. As always, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!